Yeah, let's get it. Let's go. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steelez. This is another edition of Kicks with Soul, where the slogan is, every shoe is just a shoe until you put your soul into it. And today, we got a very special one, y'all. When I say very special because to me, this is very iconic. I needed this shoe. If you know anything about me, this is the colorway that you absolutely needed to have. Like, absolutely. You can talk about sneaker culture all you want. You can talk about personal shoes that you personally like. You have shoes that you don't really care for. But if you care about the sneaker community, this is one that you just gotta have. And I'm gonna keep it 100. It's also like this shoe. I'm only gonna say this because I'm only talking off the top of my head. I'm freestyle. But this shoe right here, this trainer, this Bo Jackson Auburn, if you claim you from the community, you gotta do your research on this shoe. This shoe right here is not a shoe that I fell in love with, like, oh my God. But the more I research, the more I understand how much it means to the community, I love it. This shoe right here is no different. Without any further ado, we have the Nike Air Max Neon 95 with the big bubble. Off top, y'all see we got a beautiful Air Max box. If you know anything, all the Air Max 90s came in this box right here. I don't know if it was the same exact box, but I know the remodels, the retros, they came in this box no matter what colorway it represented. But this colorway, it also goes along with the box. So as you see, we got that Air Max logo right there. Got that Air Max right here. We got Nike Air on the back, and the size tag is 12. And we read Nike Air Max 95 big bubble. Let's take this thing out. Shout out to Hibbit, one that's on the Hibbit. You know what I mean? Oh man. Oh man, I'm so hyped. I never had the neon. Never had the neon in my life. Had a bunch of 95s in my life. Just never the neon. You know? Shout out to Hibbit. We got our raffle win. We're gonna put this over here. We're gonna let this box sit. And we gonna put them on the soul table and let y'all get a good little glimpse. Now, if you know anything about the 95, this was brought in 1995, obviously. 94 going into 95, I'm assuming. Maybe 95 going into 96. I wasn't really sure about this. I do remember Lorenzo. Don't let me butcher his name. Lorenzo. Sergio Lorenzo or Lorenzo. Sergio, let's put it like that. He was the creator of the Nike Air Max 95. He was teamed up, but he was a part of the Nike ACG team, if I remember correctly. Like I said, I'm not doing research. I'm just going off the top. But I remember doing research for the 95 Mandarin Orange, and I want to say it was Sergio Lorenzo, and he was called head of the Nike ACG group, but they gave him an assignment to make a running shoe, and this is what he came up with. And if I remember correctly, the whole theme of this 1995 shoe was a human body. So, you know, you got the spine, you got the rib cage, you got the vertebrae right there, and that's what I remember. But we ain't gonna go all the tech specs and stuff. We're gonna go about what this shoe means to me and what this shoe means to the culture. Now, if you know anything, Air Max 95 is one of, not the best, because, you know, I think all Air Maxes are the best, you know, because we got this Air, just the whole technology of what Air Max means to sneaker culture. If you understand running, if you understand just comfortability, you understand Air Max. So I won't disrespect the whole Air Max line, but we're going to talk about culturally right here today. Culturally, Air Max 95 in the neon colorway is a staple. This shoe comes out often. We might see this again. What is it, 2026? We might see this again in 2030. We might see it again in 2035. But guess what? There's going to be a new person, just like me. My brother just said to me, it's funny, you don't know nothing about this shoe. And I thought it was funny that he even said that, because one thing you have to understand, my brother is 10 years older than me. So when he was in his prime, say 22, 23, 24, and buying these off the shelves, I was 13, 14, 15. I was 10 years behind him. I remember how significant it was to this. So this shoe, I always knew was a staple to me, because my big brother, dope boy, I ain't gonna put his business out there, but Big Bro was out there. So this was a shoe that I seen my bro wear so often, all the time, fresh or not fresh. Like I say, I probably don't even remember my brother wearing a fresh outfit with this. It was anything my brother wore was fresh to me. So if he just wore these with a pair of fresh sweatpants and a nice t-shirt with the platinum chain hanging out, big truck, got 6 TVs in the trunk, got the Dreamcast. This is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember him wearing these so much that I couldn't even grab them to take them or wear them to school, because he wore them so much. So that's why this shoe is significant to me. Now let's take a little look at what they did new to the shoe. Pretty much nothing. I think they fixed the toe. I think they fixed the little shape come from here. Maybe it stopped right there back in the 90s and stuff. And they revamped it. See how it's coming all the way. Got the full length Air Zoom. Of course, we got that big bubble. And I think that's what made this shoe over the top. Because I think even without the big bubble, the shoe always do good. But they always shortchanged us on the air bubble. Let's keep it honest. The air bubble hasn't been this big since like the 2002, 2003-ish era, but this is a big bubble. If you look at the back of that. Now, these shoes did come out last year, but these was like a limited shoe. As expected, shoe went up in price. Everybody wanted to get their hands on it. It wasn't possible, so they said, we're going to give a bigger release out to 2026. Now, the funny thing about that is the shoe still did good today. Like, the shoe, I don't think it's sold out everywhere, but let's say regional. This shoe is gone in New York. This shoe is gone in Jersey. This shoe is gone in Baltimore and Boston. Now, if you're in Texas, if you're in Florida, if you're in California, okay, whip-de-doo. The shoe ain't sell out to you. But also, you got to understand, that's why we say things are regional. This is our shoe. Yeah, y'all bought it. Now, just think about it. It's a regional shoe, but we got people in Georgia that know they need the neon. We got people in Florida that know they need the neon. We got people in Texas that know they need the neon. We got people in Cali and Mississippi that know they need the neon. But there's a difference between that East Coast feeling. This shoe is nearly dearly to our heart. Forget a Jordan for the most part. If you talk about a real up north East Coast guy, Jordan ain't got nothing on these. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think too many people understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell about how they talk about the shoe. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to talk about what y'all feel about the shoe or what don't feel about the shoe. We're going to talk about the facts. This shoe is one of them shoes that you need in your collection. I wanted this shoe so much. I never had this shoe. I had some blue ones. I had the orange that was like a fire orange. I had some black ones, but it wasn't nothing better than the OG gradient. Light silver, little darker silver, dark silver, neon. That gradient right here is always going to be a culture code classic. Always. Nothing you can say, nothing you can bake. Now, last year I was able to get my hands on the Mandarin Orange. It was hard to get, you know what I'm saying? Prices skyrocketed a little bit. but I really wanted this, and I was trying to trade for it, but eventually something told me, just stay cool, and just play hard, play cool. Because I always, two colors that I do like in Air Maxes, don't have a lot of Air Maxes, but when you look at like the cross trainers, there's the typically Air Max. The Penny, it's an Air Max. The Barkley, it's an Air Max. The Griffey's, it's an Air Max. But when we talk about Air Maxes, the two colorways that I find myself gravitate to is always the orange and the neon. Always, you know what I'm saying? So when I seen the neon, I needed it. I love it. I probably won't mess this shoe up. If I do, I'll restore it. But this shoe right here is gonna be here for a long, very long time, And I just love everything about the shoe, from the color, the aesthetic, to just reminding me of like how my big brother used to dress, to just reminding me of how much I really needed this shoe. And it's self-explanatory. So last year I was able to pick up the 19 Air Max 95 in the Mandarin orange. Look at it right there, such a classic looking shoe. Also got the PSI. These redropped last year but didn't have a PSI. I'm not sure why they would even do such a thing. Like, what sense does that make, to make a shoe identical? And I was worried that these wouldn't have the PSI. And also the OG box that they got, they didn't have. They probably came, I think, they came in a regular box without the PSI, which really basically means the air unit supply that's going to each part of the shoe. That's the PSI. But I always thought that was very important. As you see right here, these got the PSI. These last year came out. I got them from APB. Very limited. I think APB had maybe 10 pairs. I was lucky to get it. Like I say, if it's free game, first come, first serve, I'm gonna be alright. I don't care. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I'm gonna be alright. I've done it so many times. I've only lost a shoe when they don't let us go to war for the shoe. Let me go to war for the shoe I want. Let me put my footwork in. Let me maneuver around vultures. Like Jay-Z says, show them how to move in a room full of vultures. Everybody want the shoe. Everybody vulturing for the shoe. But guess what? I'm going to know how to move, man. Because I want this shoe. I'm going to come with respect. And it's not nothing about bullying. Because like I said, I can't beat everybody. So I'm not trying to beat everybody. I ain't even really trying to even fight, to be honest with you. I got to go to work. And I got a son. I got life. And I got things to care about. I got these shoes I'm trying to wear. Nobody got no time to be sitting in no jail cell. So at the end of the day, it's all about staying free, staying cool. But yeah, these shoes right here, I want maybe a red one. Not too crazy. Like I say, I'm not an Air Max. Oh my God, I'm gonna get the whole pack. For some reason, I love orange, and you gotta get the lime green. So that's where I came with this. And if you think I'm playing, I also got, this is my favorite Air Max besides the 95. The Sunders, oh my goodness. Can't go wrong with the Sunders. You got that lime green, gray, gradient, same thing with that. Same thing with that. You got the lime green. Then over here, like I just said, for some reason I always get yellow, the orange. So we got the orange and we got the orange. So let me know right now. I already know what y'all gonna say, but maybe somebody got a swag eye to see something different. Which one you taking? You taking the 95 or you taking the Air Max Sunder? Now you see we got both Air Maxes. I love this one because this always had the Max Air logo right there with the TN. That lets you know that it's a Super Air Max OG. Super comfortable. Got Air Max bubbles here, and of course the Air Max sole right here. Just like this. It's the same setup. Look. Air Max unit, Air Max unit, Air Max unit, Air Max unit, and then you got the big one. Now it's not as big as that, but you know it's covered in there, so that bubble is big. Same as the 95s, you know, with the lime green or the Vote. Same color, man. So the same stuff I wore with this, you can wear with that. But like I say, can't go wrong with that. Ooh. Can't go wrong with that. So very much appreciative I was able to get my hands on it. I'm so happy. This shoe is not going anywhere. It's gonna be here for the long run. And I'm just extremely happy to get my hand on this, you know. I think that's about it, you know. Like, comment, subscribe. I ain't gonna keep y'all here all night. We gonna keep it simple and sweet, you know. This is the Neon 1995 in the OG colorway of them all. Nike Air Max is your boy Steelez, and it's another edition of Kicks with Soul. Like, comment, subscribe, and then we gonna get y'all here with the goddamn slogan. The slogan is every shoe. Put that thing right there. It's just a shoe until you put your soul into it. Y'all have a good day. It's your boy Steelez, man. Peace.